Happy Wednesday on October 25th of 2023. Got my new Think Celestial shirt on here. That's what they look like, at least on me. Look pretty good, eh? Well, we have our news today, which is kind of a depressing news. We have a problem in the U.S., and that problem is not necessarily going to get better unless we do something about it here. I'm not sure why oh, there we go. I didn't add it to the stage yet. So we have a declining birth rate here in the United States. What that means is there are more deaths in the U.S. than births, which means our population is decreasing. Part of that is for people putting marriage off, getting married later in life, or not getting married. And what this could mean is things like school closures can happen because, less kids. That also means for people who are on government assistance, they'll get less entitlements. There'll be less of a tax base available for people to collect government assistance because there's not as many people to tax. And then you also have the older group. So you're going to have a smaller, younger group that's going to support the older group with Social Security and such. And so that is a big problem if we don't fix it. Once again, part of the problem with that is people putting off marriage or getting married later in life. They have less kids or have no kids, or kids are an inconvenience. Once again, that is a problem. So hopefully we can turn that tide around and increase the birth rate here, at least in the U.S., so that we aren't like all the other countries that are well-to-do that seem to have declining birth rates. I'll start it over here. This is a song clip from a music video.
When he was only 22, he was just 22. He didn't know what he should do. Didn't know what he should do.
All right, so that song is called "Broken Hearts and Broken Lives." It was I wrote the music for it, and a person by the name of Catherine Rose, who I met at the Nashville Songwriters Association meeting. And I actually wrote two versions of this particular song. You can view them both on my YouTube channel if you go to the Myles Revolution and look up Broken Hearts and Broken Lives. There's a ballad version and a two-step version. Both have different videos, different music behind the same lyrics. So you can go check that out on my channel. Today, for our tip, we're going to talk about this Resonans shoulder rest. It looks like a weird contraption here. We have sold several of these, and I get some of them back because people say, well, they don't fit my violin. I don't know what to do with it, and so I'm going to send it back. So what I'm going to show you is how to fit one of these to a violin. So this is a 3/4 size because it says it's 3/4 on the package. And this is a brand new violin that I have here. And so the strings aren't even put on it yet. And we're just going to continue to store it this way until we sell it. And then we'll put the strings on. So this goes on the back side. And the reason that they say they don't fit is ideally this will go from side to side like this on the bottom. And the problem arises when these two feet here, as it were, are perhaps a little too close together or a little too far apart. So the trick here, this is the tip. You just slightly bend them in, or you bend them out to adjust them for fitting on the underside of the violin. So for example, it doesn't really, it's kind of loose on this particular violin. You might not be able to see that there. And so what I have to do is I have to use your muscles and press these in just a tiny bit. Bend it is what you're doing. You're bending the metal. And then, voila, it'll fit on here and stay on tight like it's supposed to. And that's how you fit a Resonans shoulder rest on a violin. Wasn't that incredible? All right. And then we have, last but not least, our project. In case you didn't know it, I have tried, and I will try again, to audition for America's Got Talent here. And the season is now open for auditioning. And what you need to do is you need to go to auditions.com. I will go ahead and share a screen here. Let me see if I can get this up here. So this is the screen for America's Got Talent auditions. You can right now sign up for virtual auditions, which will be on the computer. So you have to do this via Zoom, and you go up and sign up for a guesstimated slot or time, approximate time that you'll be available on October 26th, November 16th, December 10th, and January 20th are their current days that they're doing it. You can sign up early, and actually you're going to have to, because usually, from my experience in the past, if you don't sign up early, then you won't get in on that particular day. October 26th, I haven't checked it out, but my guess is probably getting pretty full. But if you want to be on America's Got Talent, go ahead and audition. I do have some advice about auditioning, and I will do that in another video about ways to get on America's Got Talent, even though I've never been on there, so like I'm an expert. But that's the project today, is my preparation and figuring out what song and thing I'm going to do for America's Got Talent. And that is the morning cast with the Myles Revolution for this Wednesday, the 25th day of October. I hope you have a wonderful, splendiferous day. And if you think something's going wrong, just think celestial, and you'll be able to have a better